Good morning, everyone. As they say in the great city of Liverpool, how are we? How's everybody doing? Hey, Attila. How you doing, brother? I am listening. Hey, long time. All right. I'm doing all right. Getting my strength back, which is good. Trying not to overdo it. So I had energy, but I didn't want to do sessions because I talk and talk and talk. And that tires out the old ticker. So what I did was I did this morning, and welcome everyone to the Trading Syndicate. This is JJ. Good morning, hola, wherever we find you. We have, of course, I think we'll open on a gap, huh? Looks like a gap. Yeah, so got a little bit of change. A little bit of change cooking up. We can take a look at our cost basis really, my friends, is all underneath 66.97. There's the position, right? And it is definitely a sky hook. It is, my friends, a sky hook. You know, as Kareem would do, we've thrown it up. So for folks who are joining us on YouTube, some of you I know trade penny stocks. We tell you not to, but you do. It's like eating sugar. We tell you not to eat sugar, but you do eat sugar because you just can't help it, right? Somebody puts they have sugar that is out of this world in Liverpool. They have milkshakes that probably have enough sugar in them to kill a dinosaur. Everybody knows they're bad, but everybody takes them. I can't because my heart would explode. But same with penny stocks. If you are a penny stock trader and you want to learn how this all works, I did a step-by-step analysis of QNCX this morning when it started pumping volume in the pre-market. You know, when our markets opened at 9 o'clock our time, it was like 4 in the morning your time. You know, they'd already moved it up, lifted the offers over 28, opened it, and just sold. Oh my goodness, they just sold so much stock. It's just beautiful to see that kind of distribution. You know, it's cheap stock, 30 cents, everybody could buy it. Half an hour ago, they did $142 million in dollar volume. How would you like it? That is beautiful, right? You got 142 million, you're 30% of that volume minimum net selling. You got $42 million in your client accounts before anybody even wakes up, has coffee, knows what the hell's going on. Because we are on the offer. Now let's see what's going to happen in ES here. So for penny stock traders, I will show you how to use it all. If you want to use the level 2, even though you don't have to, I'll show you how to do that. We're going to be doing a lot of equity stuff as the year goes by, especially since there's going to be 24-hour equity trading soon. So Yeah, it will work. It'll work for anything. So if you look what I wrote, it'll work for any market that has size traders in it who act in a wholesale capacity. What did I just describe? That's business. Walmart, wholesale capacity, right? Buy from wholesalers, take it, retail it out to us. Any market from, I don't know, fake Rolexes to perfume, there's a wholesale and a retail, right? That's just how business works, right? You get size gets a position, then tries to sell it for profit. It'll work in any market. All right, what are we going to do with this cookie thing? Got a little bit of, people say there's a B profile and a C profile and a P profile. I think we call this the Olympic torch profile. So what I'm looking for today is, do we take out 68.58 to the upside? You know, if we take out 68.58 to the upside, that is telling me that there's a lot more people short than I thought there were, right? To the downside, 67.88. Now, overnight inventory is about 99% long, which means other than this little chunk here, all of the trading is above yesterday's close. So number one, gap. I'm not talking get another pair, right? We're not talking jeans here, those of you from the 80s and the 90s, right? We have a gap. We have a change in business. The position is here. It's being sold here for profit. People are short here. Well, they're short all over the bloody place. But there's a massive short position at 67.75. Okay? So that's number one, right? We're looking through, how do we get to trade this, right? How do we trade this crap? So we got a gap. Number two, right? Why 68.58? Top of the cost basis truth. You've been in the room for a long time, right? So there's cost basis times 2 times 4, right? So this is the top of this particular cost basis, right? We were in the 2 times or the 4 times negative cost basis, according to my old charts here. So we're coming up to the top of it. We're going to see where the sellers are, and I'm going to show you the daily candle wax here. You can see, if you're looking for where the sellers are, look, we poked our nose above 68.37. Look at all this. Yeah, see, look at all this truth. This is trapped long paper. Well, now it's electronic. Hey, AZS. A lot of those people got flushed out. How many of them are here? How sticky is the buying? What is the buying retention above 37? We've got a big push here. I don't know if we can get up, to the 68.80s. I don't know. In one day, I don't know. Let's see if we stick the 6,800 level, right? I can't call it long term here because we have an anomaly, right? Michael Trader, I wish I knew the answer to that question, brother, but that is not in my wheelhouse, right? I don't know anything about inflation. I don't know anything about central banks and how much money they have and money supply and what is covered up, what is not. I have no frickin' clue, brother. I'm sorry. You probably want somebody with letters behind their name, right? Somebody maybe with a PhD or a CMT or economics degree. The initials behind my name are RPH, Ruthless Paper Hanger. I'm a mechanic. So I don't know anything about policy, right? I won't try and BS you. I am a simple, humble mechanic, right? You want to take a stock from $30 to 300? I'm your guy, right? You want to short a stock and hide a short position in Switzerland for a year? I'm your guy, right? I'm kind of like a mechanic slash concierge when it comes to villains, right? Always have been, right? So where I got business was I used to do favors for really evil people, and they'd send me business. That's my background, right? RPH, ruthless paper hanger, right? I've sold more stock than McDonald's has sold burgers, right? So let's see. I don't know. I don't want to call this on a long-term basis. How about we just trade it intraday for now? Are margins back to normal? Where's Sergeant Major Raj? Are we back to normal margins yet? I don't see it yet. Not from AMP anyway. I don't see an email. Yeah, I was like a concierge to the villains. Right? I wasn't exactly a villain, but I was sort of like supporting cast. Oh, thanks, Alexander. We didn't get an email. I don't know. I only took one trade today. Did a look below and fail of 28 half. 30 to 34, I was done. You'll have to forgive me. Today's the first day I've had coffee in a week after the whole heart nonsense. So I might be a little hyperactive. Let's see if that seller's still there. Ah, they are. Yeah, it's amazing. Where we sell before, right? This is where they sold before. Bing, bing, bing. Look at that. That's at 7 o'clock. Here it's 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're selling 68.36 again. Down to 25%? Oh, okay. Thank you, Alexander. That'll bring in more, how do I say this nicely? Participants, right? Bring them all in. The hotel in John Wick. Yeah, that's me. I'm like the concierge. What do you need? Need a stock promoter? Sure. You need a transfer agent? Okay. You need a market maker to file a 15C211? Sure. Need to place a block? Yeah. Okay. Just after the London Open? Okay. I gotta say I'm short biased. Hey, Roach618. Thank you for being with us. Oh, yeah. I am supposed to want you guys to come in. If you need to learn, we can let you in for free. We got a 3-day trial going in our trading room. I know you guys don't like advertising, but just bear with me. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't worth the $19 a month. I wouldn't even bother. But we're here and we're trying to help. It's almost free. So here's what I'm looking for. There was a bid at 68.22 and 68. Remember earlier in the session I said there would be bids here? We said, oh, there's a bid here, there's a bid here. Look how we came down. After 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, check it out. That bid was still there. Bada boom. How's that, eh? Position. Sell the position. Sell more. Put it on sale. Brings in buyers. Right? It's just a sales chart. That's what Wall Street doesn't want to tell you. The big secret that nobody tells retail traders, that nobody tells anyone, is this crap is just a sales chart where they can monitor where you guys want to buy and where you run away, right? And then they just jerk you around by cutting supply, bringing up price, everybody chases it up. You move price down, right? Everybody starts to bail and people start to short, right? You put it down, you'll start attracting buyers. Look how we can't transact 28. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. And we'll teach you how to make sense of it so you can sell into this strength and trade with the business. So you got a nice look below and fail, look below and fail to look below. If you were trading from here to here in this 2 hour period, right? You did the same trade I did. You're buying 68.30, stop 28.5, selling 34, and even if you had a little bit more, I only had 3 contracts, you sell 35.36. You make 3 to 4 points on each trade, right? Now, that doesn't make like a lot of money. Let's be conservative. 3 points on each trade, right? So that's 9 points, and you multiply that by a couple of contracts, right? So even if you do 3 contracts with 3 points, right? It's not bad money when you're trading the mini. 3 points on one contract, $150. 3 times that, that's $450. You do that trade 3 times, and you're looking at a $1,300 day, and you're done. You don't have to trade. You're like these guys who are selling QNCX. They've made $40 million before you guys have even had a sip of coffee. And before you even know which way is up, these buggers have made $40 million in cash. So why don't you go make $1,000 before everybody wakes up? Right? At 450 a day is 9 grand a month before expenses. Right? But don't kill yourself for 30-point trades in this haywire market when you can just make bank and that trade presents itself. It's different every time, sure, right? But there's your opportunity, my friends. There's your opportunity, you know? Make some money. Don't make life more complicated with more indicators and more gobbledygook and BS jargoted stuff. Know where the sellers are, know where the buyers are going to be. When it does a look below and fail, there's your trade. No, you're thinking, no, your thinking is okay. Your thinking is great, but we need the customers to validate it. So what's your trade plan? Right? You have a thesis. Now structure a trade around that idea. You could use the levels, you could use market profile, you could use your kibbles and bits or whatever it is, moving averages and all that stuff you guys like to use. Whatever floats your boat now, right? Say you're a, what is the champagne trader? Bollinger guy, right? So you're a Bollinger trader or a, whatever type of trader you are, moving averages, right? Any of that stuff, now you wrap that into your trading business. So where's the trade? Okay, now it's doing a look below and fail of 28.5. So let's go take a little long, right? Buy one at 29.5, one at 29 quarter, Long one, 29 half, 29 quarter bid. Got to stop at 28. Right? If that blows itself out, that's fine. We're on the micro, so we're long here. We know there's going to be a seller at 32. I'll put a sell order out at 31 and 3/4, and I'm done. Thank you very much. Only on one contract, right? Simple trade, look below and fail. Boop, back up to 35. 34. Right? There you go. Couple of points here, a couple of points there. Right? Find the bid, go long off the bid, put your stop under the bid. It's not rocket science, my friends. Don't let them confuse you, right? We have a saying in Saskatchewan where I grew up. If you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit. And that is Wall Street. They will float so much highfalutin, smart guy gibberish in front of you. You guys don't know which way is up, and that way, while you're trying to figure out what's going on, they slowly creep around, take the money out of your wallet. You don't even know. This way, you do a couple of quick trades, make some money, have a nice life, right? Why stress ourselves out? To the pub, Stuart. That's right, you're in the UK, aren't you? In York or something like that, aren't you? Anywho, let's see if we can clear out that 36 seller. It's like paradise here in Liverpool today. 17 degrees, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, you're in Liverpool on Saturday? Cool. Buzz me if you get bored. You want to a soccer game or something? Oh, I know. I'm not supposed to call it soccer. Football. There we go. Okay. That seller's still there at 35, 36. Look. Oh, your son's going to be a mascot for Liverpool? Cool. I have still yet have gone to a game. I will. Get there one of these days. Don't know why you guys play soccer in the wintertime. Yeah, let's see. I am listening. Okay, next set of sellers, right? The next stop on the order flow subway of dreams is going to be just under 38. Then the next set of sellers are going to be just here at around 41. See? So you just mark off where the sellers are going to be. That way you can manage your expectations. Right? So if you are going long, just go long from level to level. Hey, C-Money, what's going on, man? Long time. Just watch the levels. Remember, we're opening on a very significant gap. When you have gaps like this, a lot of people don't know what the hell to do. Right? So don't get caught up in the stampede. Let the large traders come in, right? Let them show you where the bids are, where the offers are. I'm marking them out, right? We're looking for 22 bid on the downside. We're offered 36 on the upside, right? We let retail bang around in between. How much guff do I get for calling it soccer? A lot. Herbie. A lot. So if you're short 35, your stop is 36, bid 31, bid 30, bid 29 and a half. I mean 29 and 3/4, right? You can just trade this balance. I'd be happy if it just opens and goes between 28 and 36 for 2 hours. We could just trade it back and forth like playing ping pong. I love those trades, right? Those are the best trades. That's a nice little balance, right? 28 half to 36. 3 points in, 3 points out. Now let's see. Wait for the next candle. Right? It's a beautiful little opening range. Bang, bing, bang, boom. Make a couple of points here, a couple of points there. Go get some coffee, which has been the most disappointing thing lately. Because all coffee now tastes like chemical. I don't know what it is. All right, we're going to open here soon. 16 seconds now. Where the heck did I put the open sticker? Uh-oh. It's all the way down here somewhere. Aha. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and they're off. Right? Seller's still at 36. Let's see if 28 and a half bids again. It's been bidding. Right? Buy a little at 30. See if it holds 28 and a half. Put your offers out. I'd like to wait for the next candle if I could. That'd be nice. Let it print. Let it print. Let it print. Let's see if this next candle comes in. Not yet. There we go. Give it some time. Yeah, there's a seller at 30. Damn, I almost got stuck there. I almost bought 29 and got my ass handed to me. I flinched. It's the only thing that saved me was that hesitation. Right? So let's look for bids at 22. Here we go. Let's see if that 22 bid is there. Inventory is very long. Where I'm looking for a big stop is down here at 68.17. If we take out that 17 level, that's where that last big bid was. Big bid. Big bid. Right? All right. If you are long, please make sure you sell into strength. Make sure you sell into strength, my friends. Give it a little time too. If you're not a fast trader, that's okay. Right? You can always watch this like game film later when you rewind your charts. That's I'm a little short biased, right? Off that open now. That 17 bid is still holding, right? I'm short biased, but if that 17 bid does not get taken out, Stuart, we're going to rotate all the way back up to 28 and a half, which will be a pain in the ass for the short sellers because they're going to have to cover. Now, there should be supply. There's 26. 26. Okay, so now we know where the seller is. The seller's at 26. Right? Sometimes that's why you want to watch so you can get a lay of the land and see where these guys are all coming at you, right? See, boom, they were there before, they're there again. Mark off these levels. Keep them on your chart because It's a lot easier where you know where the seller is going to be. If you were long 22, you're out by 25, 26, right? Now as we come down, I don't like trading in the middle of this green zone. I should have been waiting for a short of 25, 26. I wasn't fast enough, okay? It's okay to miss them. You're trying to figure out where the lay of the land is, right? Trying to figure out where everyone's positioned and where they're going to come in. Let's see. If we stay above, oh boy, look at this. There's that bid. Look at that volume. Look at that beautiful volume. Right? Shorts came in, wholesale longs, boom, boom, boom. Absorbed the selling volume off those liquidating traders who are trapped long over 28.5. Boom. Pick up that, sell it into the 26s. Does that bring in more buyers? Right? There is a seller at 26, 27. They're right there. You can see them. They're waving to you. Right? We might have to come back down and test that 22 bid again. Right? This is chop salad, right? These people are stuck long, we're liquidating, and we're going to take them into wholesale positions here. If too many people start to sell, we will break 17. And if we break 17, you'll be looking for 9.5 on the bottom. But right now, this price stability brings in buyers. Remember, there's a lot of people. See, there's 28.5, Stuart, right to the penny, right? Now we're going to backfill. I won't go long until it clears 29.30 again, because I know there's going to be a seller right here. Sometimes it's okay to watch a market for a little while before you start, firing off bullets, right? Hey, Tim, thank you. No, I drew that balance zone at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, yeah. Um, we are going to be giving away next week a free coaching session, private mentoring session with me if you sign up to the room to one person. Lucky or unlucky. All right. So we're still in distribution here. We're still in distribution. A 31 to 35 long would suit me just fine. If we don't get there, that's fine, right? On the short side, I don't like it that the last three candles have higher lows. Okay, there's a seller at 27.5. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Do we stop selling at 24? There's that bid. God, these algos are beautiful. So precise. Absolutely amazing. Even on a market open, after, a massive gap up, we're up 160 points. These algos are so precise, they stop to the penny. Now here comes that 22 bid. Have a good day at work. I am listening. Keep listening. Stay out of trouble. Here we go. There's that break. There's that break. See, I should have. My short game sucks. My short game sucks ever since I came back from the hospital. Right? I'm tentative. I should have been shorting the 25s against that 26, 27 seller. Right? That's what you do. You short against a seller. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Nathan. If we can break that bid here at 17 and 3/4, right? Then if we break that, that's like a pinata low. Then all of this candy should start flipping out. The problem is this 16 and a half, 17 bid right here that you can see from the market profile. That and that are the same thing. Let's see. See, I did it again. I hesitated. I wanted to short the 24s, put a stop up here at 26, and I hesitated for like just a second, and I missed the trade. Okay, so my discipline needs work, right? My discipline needs work. Not as dialed in as I should be. Right? Sometimes you can tell a lot from the trades you screw up and the trades that you miss. Tell you how well you're performing. Let's see what happens when this next candle, and that's the trade I should have been short 25, 24 down to 18, 20. That would have been nice. There's that 16 and 3/4 bid, 17 bid. Let's see when they bring it back up on this candle. They're going to go look for a seller. If we have a seller at 22, that would be spectacular. If you got a 2022 seller, you can short against that seller, bid 17 and 3/4 if you're short 20, and cover them. And you're covering. Right? So you short 20, you saw the seller at 22, you short 20, stop 22, bid 17, 18. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. All right, now let's see. Can we get? There we go. We took it. We took it. There we go. Come on now. 17 down to 15, 14. Come on now. Oh, don't be like that. Okay, that's short covering. Let's see where they sell into it. Ah, they sold into it just there. There we go. There we go. There we go. There's 14. Beautiful. That's that short you wanted. Who was it? Stuart, right? Or who else? Who else was talking about a short? Short at the 18. Nathan. There you go. Right. 18 down to 14. Beautiful. Right. Even 17 down to 14. I'll take 3 points. You don't want them? I'll take them. Inventory is long. It is correcting lower. Beautiful. How are our scoundrels doing in the penny stock world? Let's see, what are they cooking up here? $153 million traded on 31-cent paper, and that's a half an hour ago. Probably they'll crack 200 million easy today, easy. Right, more trades than Nvidia. Right, 464,000 transactions. Liquidity. You could, Tim. Yeah. Here's a little secret, Tim. It doesn't really matter where you take the zones from, because they will work. It's because this market is so well built and the algorithms are so intense. What I would suggest you do is try taking balance zones from different times and see if they work. You'll be astounded. It'll freak you out. I have balance zones from 2020, 6 years old, that still work within 3 to 5 ticks. Go figure. It's because we're doing the same thing every day. Right? It's not like we're running a massage parlor in the morning, a hair salon in the afternoon, and selling donuts at night. Right? It's all the same crap. We're just buying and selling. It's the world's largest used car lot, and it's only got a certain amount of inventory. And we just keep buying it and selling it and buying it and selling it and buying it and selling it. It's commerce. Alrighty, we're taking a bit of a break here at 14 on the downside. Letting the shorts come in and cover. Right, this move that happened at night, these night moves, just like the song. If you don't know the song, I feel bad for you if you don't know the song, Night Moves. Night moves, right? That is Globex. There's nobody around, so you can just take that and sell it up here to as many people as you can, and then you're going to put it on sale. And worst case scenario, we fill the gap. I don't know if the gap's going to fill today. It might not. Might take a couple of days or weeks. Who knows? Depends on the order flow. Yeah, algos trade 85% of the volume. And why not? Right? Algos don't call in sick for work. Algos don't get drunk and you have to bail them out at 3 o'clock in the morning from jail. You don't have to send algos to rehab. Algos don't, have to go to human resources for doing stupid things, right? So why not give 85% of the work to the algos? Bob Seeger, indeed. Right? When your phone doesn't ring at 3 in the morning, I'm in jail. Can you? No, oh, Jesus, not again. Right? Oh, I crashed my car into a tree. Can you come and get me? Seriously. These are problems you don't have with electronic trading that you do with human market makers. Right? So, folks, you'll even find some humor in our trading room. You'll need a sense of humor if you're in this business. Right? Keeps you from having heart attacks. Let's see. Should be a seller at 22. I don't like trading when there's no edge. Right now it's kind of futzing around, and I'll let it do that. Come on, 22 seller, show you. Ooh, Sparky. Look at that. Next seller will be up here at the top of this candle. Wow. That's a nice short covering bid. Okay. Now let's see if we hold 22 when the next candle opens. If enough people short 16, add 22, go to cover 24, we'll pop to 26. There's 26. 26 and 27. 28 and a half. Wow. Short covering candle, my friends. Now they're going to sell into it here. Look for the bid. Maybe test the 24s. So the trade I want is to go long over 30, just enough for them to throw it up near 36. If I go long 30, 31, sell 34, 35, I'll be happy with that. That's what I'm kind of waiting for, right? I'm waiting for the large traders to buy everything under here, grab all of this supply, and then do that little boop. That's what I'm waiting for. Until that happens, right? A lot of people will be looking for a look above and fail of 28, but the problem is the position is underneath. So if you are, your first target is 22, and your stop is 29. Now let's see if we got a two-sided market or not. That's the problem. Sometimes it stops being a two-sided market when all the supply goes away, right? When does a market stop being a two-sided market? When the supply goes away, right? Or when there's too much supply that everybody's just banging on it. right? Oh, there's 22. Okay, that's encouraging. I like to see a sell order. So this mix here, unless I'm 100% dialed in, I will not trade that. Right? I'm a little slow today. You can tell my reflexes are a little slow. I missed a few trades, so I'll just kind of chill a little bit. I already did okay, like not, nothing to write home about, but I made a little bit of money, enough to pay the cell phone bill. So I'm just going to kind of chill and wait. I'd really like that long over 30.31. But right here, if you're dialed in, you could trade this balance. Like say you're shorting it here, right? And as you're shorting it, you know that your sellers are here. So if it takes that level out, you cover your short. Yeah, it's just, it's the large traders working out their inventories here. People are waking up, trying to figure out what to do, right? A lot of people are caught short underneath, right? The people who are long are like, oh, take it, take 2, take 3, take 8, right? But you don't want to sell everything all at once because that drives away the buyers. So you sprinkle it out on the offer and see if they take it. See, now if you're shorting this, right? Say you're shorting the 23s, right? You're shorting those. You got to put your bids in. Got to put your bids in because when that market comes down and you're short 23, like I am, I'll cover 21 and a half. I'll take a couple of points. That's fine. Right? I should have been short 25, right? But my discipline was horrible, so I was short 23. Right? I had my stop just here, 24 and a half, and I covered as soon as it broke. Right? I'll take the offer if I have to. I don't mind. Right? Right? It's not a beautiful trade, but it worked. And my risk was fairly tight. But where was I wrong in that trade? My discipline sucked. I should have been short much higher, and I should have had that as my stop. There's 17 again. If we take out these 14s, we're going to come down to the 9s here. Now remember, my friends, there's a massive short position under 67.83. Right? And remember, 67.88 and 3/4. That's what we're looking for. Here we go. Nice work, Rick. So if you are holding for a longer short, there's going to be some buying here between 67.82 and 67.90. They will front run that level. So make sure, just put your bids down, and as the market comes down, it'll fill you. You can also tell if those bids don't get filled, right, and say you're short 60, 68.22, or even here, right, it gives you the time to cover the 9s and the 10s if it doesn't hit these bids, right? So that's what we always do when we're short. We put our buy orders in, get them in the system, so when the market comes down, bing, see if it doesn't fit that buy order, then you can go and cover, right? You go grab the offer, right? You had a buy order here, it didn't hit it. Look at that. There's that bid, right? Now let's see if we do a look below and fail of 9.5. So if you're buying 9, 10, 11, 12, put your offers out. Put your offers out, my friends, right? If you're long 11, 12, right? There's a seller at 14. Look to see if 9.5 holds. If 9.5 holds, you can buy the 10s and 11s. Flip them out at 12, 13. You're in, you're out, right? Just in and out, nice and easy, right? Your risk is very, very strict because the reason for the trade is there's no supply under 9.5. If that changes, you're gone, right? You're gone. There's no reason to be in a trade if the reason for the trade doesn't exist. This will keep you out of FOMO and SHLOMO and all that stuff, right? So see, if I was long at 9:10 or 10:11 and it's doing this, I'm gone. I'm gone. There's no reason for me to be in there, right? There's no reason at all for me to be in that trade because people are offering it underneath where I bought it. Make sense? Wait for the next candle. Look at this. You're going to see where the seller is, right? Right? There's going to be a seller at 9.5, 10. Boom, there they are. As a short seller, that's great because if you're shorting and you get caught short at 12, 11, you can go bid the 8s and the 9s and pay yourself a little bit, right? The reason why there's buying here because there were 3 sets of stops. But I don't think that's going to hold. Here we go. 6,800 is going to be where the juice is. Right? I'm not interested in going long until it reclaims 69, 68.10. Right? If you are short, put your bids out so you cover as the market goes down. Right? You can see the seller kept moving lower and lower and lower. Signs of life here. Let's see. You know there's going to be a seller at 12. Right? That's a big short covering candle. Let's see if they sell into it. Just like this one, right? Same thing. Short covering, they sold into it. Short covering, do they sell into it? Do they run out of supply? Do we pick up some buyers who are trying to front run 6,800? Let's see what happens. Wait for the next candle to open. Look at that. Sellers came in. 68.08. Oh, where is my VWAP? I'm sorry, I thought I had VWAP set on here. I don't know why that didn't happen. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, sir. If we get enough people caught short under 9.5, we'll clip VWAP and go up to 14. There is a seller at VWAP. Let's see if we can stay above 9.5. Let's give it the old college try. Gosh, we're still in the first half hour only? Wow. Okay, folks, 11 o'clock a.m. We will have an execution class that covers how to trade these markets. Still a seller at VWAP. I'll put the link in the ES room. That'll 11 o'clock, so in an hour from now. I'll hang around a little bit here for the next half hour period. and then I'll hop off because I want to save my voice. See, the problem is on a gap, market's up 150 points. I have no idea what kind of order flow is going to come in here, right? I have no clue. So I've got to trust the chart. Sometimes trusting the chart means I got to wait for the chart to build out a little bit, right? So remember, if you are looking for that little short long, 9.5, 10 long, you know there's going to be a seller at 12, right? There has to be. Boom. Big short covering candle. Big, big, big candle, right? So you're long 10, you're selling 13, right? It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, right? You're long 10 and you sell them as they go up. I'm flat and I'm done. Done for the day. Look below and fail. Right? If we clear 14, 15, we're looking for that 18, 17 area. There it is. Right to the tick. The simplicity of this, it's simple, right? We know we're going to take the trade. We know our risk is here, right? Our risk is limited. It's structural. It makes sense. We're buying 10 to sell 11, 12, 13, right? We're buying 10 to sell 11, 12, 13. If somebody puts it on sale under 9.5, it means our trade does not make business sense anymore. Get out. Like those horror shows when they say, get out, right? Get out, right? What's the difference between a short cover and an actual bid? Great question. Okay, what is a short sale? It's when you sell something you don't own. You have to buy it back, hopefully cheaper, to close that transaction. A long buy is to buy and initiate right? You're going long. You're going long to sell it hopefully higher. That is why shorts always buy first when markets drop as they are closing a transaction. We'll talk about that more in depth in an hour, Stuart. Any other questions, folks? Just trade them back and forth today. You know, don't get too attached to positions because of the unreliable nature of the order flow here. We don't really know what's going to happen. We could retrace this whole move, right? It's weird times, so just be careful, right? Trade the levels, watch the levels. They'll keep you out of trouble. Like 68.04, that's a good level, right? What was our low so far? 68.05. I got 4 3/4 here, right? Off by a tick, right? Right at the top of the value area or the cost basis. There's the overnight distribution cost basis, top. There's the bottom. So we opened, we came down, we corrected inventory, but we're finding buyers at that 68.04 level. Here it is right here. That and that are the same thing, my friends. So whether you want to trade these market profile charts, I like to take this information and translate it here because this is where the meat is. That's where you can trade. You can take very, very clear trades. Long, stop, sell, sell, right? Short, stop, buy, 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 right? These are rotational trades. They work off of the rotations of inventory, right? All we're doing is we're rotating the same inventory back and forth and back and forth. You short here, you buy here. Never initiate from the middle. You get out at the middle if you have to. And that is how you trade with the business. Keep yourself from having heart attacks and just, you know, have a nice quiet life. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go rest my voice. I will see you at 11. I still have this stupid cold. Trying to get rid of it. And we will see you at 11 o'clock. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.